The chair recognizes Mr. Carl for 5 minutes.
Do I have to?
You can yield back. You can yield your time to Mr. Graves.
No, I want my time. Thank you. And I appreciate, that's what I was objecting to, is trying to tie Project 2025 to Trump. I don't care about that document if it goes in the record. And I think AOC said it a little different, but having that tied to Trump and put in the records was actually my objection. I don't care about the Project 25. I hadn't read it, don't want to read it, don't need it. Okay. So the NEPA process was intended as a tool to for protecting the environment. But over time, it's become an unnecessary burden for infrastructure projects like those managed by the Alabama Port Authority, which is in my district. Federal agencies often spend too much time and resources studying different options, which lead to delays in important public projects. These delays can affect public safety and slow down economic growth. Additionally, setbacks only worsen the issue, as multiple agencies sometimes conduct separate reviews and groups file lawsuits even if they didn't participate during the public comment period. As Congress looks at a way to improve NEPA, it's important to streamline the process without weakening the environment protection. By clarifying what's made an alternative reasonable, limiting lawsuits to those who took part in the public comment period, not those that did not, and encourage agencies to use trustworthy data. Reforms can help reduce delays and costs while still ensuring strong environmental oversight. Mr. Pugh, I'm going to run out of time here, but for you, sir, agencies often spend a lot of time studying options like I was just talking about that are not practical, causing delays for important infrastructure projects like the one I mentioned a while ago on our Port Authority. In your experience, what should Congress do to better define reasonable alternatives in the NEPA process to avoid wasting time and resources?
Well, personally, I do believe that looking at alternatives is always prudent. I mean, you really want to find the best alternative. Reasonable alternatives, you have to look at tons of different things which involve common sense, environmental impact, dollars you're going to have to spend, and ultimately how long it's going to be able to take you to deliver that particular project so that you can benefit the community. Because at the end of the day, that's really what we're after. We're trying to benefit our communities.
So would you say setting clearer guidelines for initial assessment would help speed up the process?
Absolutely.
Okay. How about the Chevron law? Do you think we can start using that and start sifting through all this bureaucracy that we've got that has formed itself, that's just created over a matter of time?
Yes.
I think the Chevron law should be studied by this committee. I think the Chevron law should be applied to all these different requirements. I think it's a missed opportunity if we don't do that, because I think we've got an agency that's way out of control, like so many things in Washington, D.C. With that, Mr. Chairman, I return my time. I will yield my time. Yes, I'm sorry. Yield my time to Mr. Tiffany.
Yeah, and just in this closing minute here, I want to build on the Chevron deference question, Mr. Chairman. This really is a great opportunity for Congress to return some of the power to this body. We have seen the executive branch grab so much authority. I mean, we see the rulemaking that's been going on, and it's been going on administrations of both parties for decades now, and pulling more and more power to the executive branch. What a great opportunity for us in Congress to pull back some of that authority from the executive branch and make sure that we're writing laws much more precisely. This is one of the things that we did in the Wisconsin State Legislature after 2010. We said no longer, rather than writing on the very bottom of a bill, subject to rulemaking, we started writing our laws much more precisely, and we got the intent of the legislature much better that way. I yield to the gentleman.
Mr. Chairman, I yield my time.
Thank you very much.